but this
There
is
might be one
about
around
it, right? Bart Station to the left, we're good there.
Yeah.
That's pretty much where the Hellspawn horn is located. So,
Yeah,
what is going on here?
This is Titan's realm. So this is Hell's kind of broken up into these fractures, and this is a kind of what we call a fracture of Hell that is actually you actually get a little bit of lore. These are what we call Slayer testaments. These are kind of some of the way that you get. Again, you just touch it, you can listen. You don't have to listen, whatever.
We don't want to say what it's about, though.
Yeah, we don't want to say what it's about, but you start to understand even more lore about Hell in the player and
Yeah,
that
because
kind of stuff.
I mean, Doom 1, Doom 2, you've gone there, you went there, you did that.
Yeah.
You went back again, you did it again.
Yeah.
But it was always just like, you're shooting demons in hell. That was always
exactly.
like the premise.
And that's what you'll see here. I mean, it's a lot of shooting demons in Hell. It's kind of taking the fight to their home turf.
Now this is a cool moment. I remember you guys showed me this yesterday.
Yeah.
And to me, this screams Doom.
Yeah. How often in a game do you get to jump down a demon's,
And then
like a corpse to the demon's throat?
Land in a pool of blood.
Yes.
And then pretty much just get bombarded as soon as you come out.
Yeah. This whole level is kind of built around the idea that it's this fracture of Hell that you're kind of continuing to go down through, and actually you end up on the other side of it. Kind of, it's almost like going through an iceberg of Hell, and ending up on the bottom. But
Really weird to use ice with Hell,
Yeah,
but I respect
Hell
it.
freezes over it. But this first part is kind of built in the as you saw there, you kind of went down. It's like a Titan demon graveyard.
Can Glory kill those guys?
You can actually if you're up and you can get close enough to them, or they're low, you definitely can.
All right, Hugo, your challenge, if you choose to accept it. If you run into another one, go for it.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see that so bad. That'd be so sick.
So this is a Cyber Mancubus. There's so much to talk about as he plays through it.
Yeah, Cyber Mancubus.
The Cyber Mancubus. He's kind of a UAC kind of
looks like my first
creation
girlfriend.
of-
That's what's up.
Whoa.
I had a rough high school. Yeah.
He had pulled up the chain gun with a modification. It's probably one of my favorite guns in the game with the modification of the mobile turret, where you basically break it off into three guns basically, kind of all firing the same. And when we
insane.
talked about the weapon wheel, again, like you get to carry your guns with you all of the time. And have access to them, and as you get deeper into the games, revealing another little secret here. But as you get deeper into the game, not only do you have those 8 guns that are on the wheel,
I'm not going to reveal that.
but each mod.
You can't just go there and then choose not to reveal it, Hugo. It's just that's not how this works. You can't just tease the viewer.
You know what, though? Like, I'm worried we reveal too many secrets.
They've seen too much. They have seen too much. All right.
But the mods you can access, once you have like a couple mods for a gun, you can only have one mod on a gun at a time, but you can switch between them really fast. You've seen him do that a couple times here, where he'll switch between 2 mods really fast, just a quick button press. So between the weapon wheel and having immediate access to all those guns, and each gun having a mod, and then kind of a fast switch to the other mod, you end up with like 20 different combinations of guns that you can use at any time. That's a great strategy right there. There's like pro tip, number 1.
Pro tip with Hugo, number 1.
Exactly. Like shoot a pinky with the stun, kind of stun him a little bit, and then swing around him and shoot him in the butt with the super shotgun is fantastic. While you're on this screen, not only the auto map there you can see, but we've talked about the upgrades. You get those through a number of different means. Leave that up for a second. So on the right-hand side there, you can see, leave the challenges up. You can see those challenges. So those are mission challenges. Again, these are totally optional. If you wanna get one upgrade point per challenge, you can do those. It keeps track of that and informs you. Then there's exploration challenges. So in this level, you can see there's 6 secrets. That you can find, and if you find half of them, you get 1 upgrade. If you find find all of them,
yeah, you get the weapon upgrade points.
Yeah, those are all weapon upgrade points, and then you get upgrade points. You can see up in the top right corner, you get upgrade points for just regular combat. So lots of different ways to earn upgrades. And then and then the mods actually have separate challenges to master them, which makes them even more powerful. Almost a level of power that is just it's overwhelming. They really become super powerful, and when you focus on a gun and make it a big part of the way you play.
Nice. So now you're basically just in full-fledged demon monster slayer mode.
Yeah, and
at this point.
once you memorize everything on the weapon wheel, you can kind of quick switch between it. I've been doing a lot of that, and make sure that you get the right sort of tool for the job.
It's actually it kind of comes from the way and the weapon wheel works great on the PC, but that desire comes from playing on the PC. You know, when you play a game with all the guns where you're carrying all the guns, it's way more important to be able to just reach up and hit the number key that you want. So we kind of wanted to design for the consoles, design that capability where you can get to any weapon really quick without having to cycle through all of them. And the weapon wheel kind of puts the game into a slow motion state for a little bit.
And on the PC, it's similar.
Yeah, absolutely. You just pull the weapon wheel up, or you can scroll through guns using the the mouse wheel, or you can pull up the weapon wheel, scroll to a gun, or move your mouse to it. So it's kind of a universal system that I think just works great when you're trying to manage kind of that full load of guns.
Oh boy!
Again, you can see like
Oh.
one of my favorite moments.
Oh man, you
The gutting of the
gotta like
Mancubus.
prep that up. You can't just do it. You know, you have to like get us prepared for it. Chainsaw Revenant. Any Chainsaw Revenant?
Oh, absolutely.
Crushing my dreams.
We'll have
right
to find some gas.
now. Crushing my dreams. You'll find gas in hell, of course. It goes without saying. Oh man. Oh no. That is so cool.
Yeah, you end up, when you get into missions like this where there's just an overwhelming number of demons, you end up using glory kills somewhat strategically, and they actually play into the harder difficulties a little bit, because when you go into them, when you actually activate it,
Yeah.
you have a moment, just a very brief moment of invulnerability. So when you're playing on something like Nightmare or Ultra Nightmare, you almost look for those moments where I can go in and glory kill a guy if I'm hanging on the edge of death, and because when you glory kill, it drops a greater amount of health and ammunition.
Yeah.
So there's a benefit to doing it too, and again when you're playing on a higher difficulty, it's particularly useful.
Yeah.
You see, Hugo's been using grenades, so we haven't really talked about equipment. You find throughout the game, you find a few different pieces of equipment. What you've seen there, riding the edge of death there. For
Hugo lives life on the edge. Okay, this is what I've discovered with him so far. Throwing grenades on the floor, not prepping up chainsaw kills. There's just a lot of craziness with this guy. Go for it. Oh my goodness.
I love that.
That's a great glory kill. That's a good one.
Oh, I missed him.
Yeah, each demon, when you fight it, you can kind of see him here lining up, and pinky charges, and you swing around. It's like being a bullfighter.
You just smacked him with his back?
With his tail.
with the tail on his back. That's disrespectful. But I'll take it. That's cool stuff. That's really cool stuff. And I see the haste there too, just hanging out.
Yeah.
You pick and choose when you want to use it. All right, so this way like, hey, this is going to be a good opportunity for me to take advantage of this, and
absolutely.
And you just jump right through a portal here. So
Yeah, again, another kind of classic thing. It's like we use teleporters throughout the game and portals that allow you to kind of zip from one space to another. We've incorporated, movement is such a big thing. I didn't even talk about it when he was in the last in the Lazarus mission, but he has a double jump capability at this point. So you start out with just a basic jump, and then a few levels in, you discover these kind of double jump boost boots, and then double jump becomes a big part of your movement package, and it's just like, so he'll use it. He uses it a lot throughout here.
that quad damage?
Yep.
Yes, it is, and it's perfect. It's perfect example. You may want to wait for that.
Really?
Yeah, because most of the fights escalate. So you get in, and if you can kind of handle things okay, A lot of times you want to hold off a little bit until you know the fight's gotten a little out of control.
Oh, that's just wrong.
Pick it up.
That is just disrespectful. Pinky gets no love here. Oh, geez, Louise, that's insane. That's cool though. That's really cool.
And that's a great example of, a guy gets staggered, and then and then he uses like a fast kill gun to take him out. You don't have to glory kill every single time. It's kind of just a part of the strategy as you play.
Yeah, and I could go through the whole game probably just not glory killing.
You could if you wanted to. Yeah. It's once you start playing, it's one thing to watch, and then playing is just again it's like dancing. You kind of get out there and you're like it just feels good to be moving through these spaces, and you get into a flow. It is that similarity to without the reload, the fast movement, you're dodging projectiles, all these ideas that early in the game we try to introduce kind of slowly. Because they're not common when you play most shooters today. You try to hide, or you try to let your health regenerate, or that kind of stuff. In this, you blast through, you keep moving. Dodging projectiles even is just something that I think we start players off fighting imps early because they throw the fireballs, and to get that feeling of swerving between fireballs, swerving between projectiles. Most enemies, their main attacks are either to pressure you or to shoot, to shoot a projectile. There's another good example. Just kind of dodging and weaving through that stuff. Oh my gosh, there we go.
Yes.
Brought out the big gun.
Use it.
Almost died.
Yeah, you were close, man.
It was close.
I'm telling you, you're living your life.
Holy shit.
Oh. Oh no. Oh my goodness. That is so. No quad damage here. You're not committing. I think you should.
He's
commit.
about to.
I think you should commit.
I think he's going to use the BFG on him.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Look at the way he
Let
just
him up.
crumpled like a cookie. Jeez. Go for it. Oh no way. That is just the worst way to go.